What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Rob. I got Biff and Alex with me. Welcome to another episode of...
What's up? Hey, y'all.
What's going on? We're in the building.
We're actually not. We're all in buildings, Alex.
The roof is
I know
on
that.
fire.
My
I know
house ain't
that.
on fire.
I'm in the building with a heater. It's cold up here.
It,
So,
it's got real cold.
what episode is
inside of
this,
the
y'all?
building. I don't know, 122.
You were the one keeping
Shout
count.
out to my sorors. It's Rovember.
Yo.
Daddy.
Yo, all right. Alex is lost. Alex laughing because he don't know what's going on. All right. Welcome to another episode of From My Experience podcast. Last episode I did solo because I've been destroying the schedule, and we're a little off schedule. I had to go out of town. Unfortunately, there was a passing to of a friend that's real close to my family, so I had to go out of town and attend a funeral. But I'm back. We gonna pick up where I left off. So if you didn't listen to the last episode, oh look at you, doggy. I talked about a challenge that I was facing and how I was overcoming it, and then I also mentioned the 3 top things that I believe I bring to the table in a relationship. So now that I have Biff and Alex with me, we're gonna skip over the challenge part, and they're gonna tell you what they think their top 3 things are that they bring to a relationship, and then we're gonna get into another topic of when it's too soon to be giving somebody nicknames or to be calling somebody a nickname when you're talking to them. So, and we're gonna talk about some other hodgepodge stuff in between. Don't ever let me say hodgepodge again.
Ooh, yeah.
So, Alex.
Well, I gotta start with me.
I'm sorry, you're right. Ladies first.
Long-winded as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I gotta relax.
We go.
You gotta go first so we can cut you off. You long-winded.
Alex, what
Oh
are the
damn!
top?
They're pulling the Dave Chappelle. Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up. Dang.
Alex, what are the top 3 things that you bring to the table in a relationship and why? Like, what are your top 3 values or attributes?
Number 1, nothing. Number 2, nothing. And number 3, not a damn thing. Nah, I was just playing. To be honest with you,
Crass.
that's funny. Like I've never really analyzed
Thought
myself
about
like
what
that.
you bring to the table.
Yeah, but one thing now that you ask, coming out of my last few relationships, I can tell you I developed myself to being an encouraging individual. I want to see my partner evolve and grow with my help. You know what I mean? So
All
if
right.
if they're trying to like start a business, go to school, or try to achieve something, I will be there to help them get there. And I won't want
Cheerleader.
them. Yeah, yeah. I'll be a backup dancer. I'm like,
All right, so you're supportive. That's one.
um, I I think that's my main thing. But aside from me being ambitious, I want that to kind of rub off on my partner.
That's
Like
not
I
what we.
want to.
That's not
Alex,
what we asked
you.
you.
We
That's
talking
not
about
what we
you. We
asked
talking
you.
about
That's
you,
not what we
Alex.
No,
asked you.
I'm
See,
saying
see.
I'm saying like no. What I'm
Look, this
saying
what we
is
talking
I
about,
want
Alex.
I want to kind of encourage them through my own actions. Like if they see me doing something, I want them to be working towards something. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be goal oriented. So like I bring to the table like some sort of motivation, or like I try to be a trendsetter or an example.
Okay.
So my partner should be able to meet me at at the same level, so to speak.
All right, you're supportive. You're motivational. What's number 3?
And lastly, hmm, I could be a mush.
What in the
I
fuck does that mean?
what that means is like if I'm with somebody, like I
He being in
it's
love
it
with the heart
You're
emoji
mushy,
eyes.
Alex. So you're like
no
the
no.
mushy kiss on you.
Can I talk?
Affectionate.
I
Can I
want to
talk?
kiss on
Ooh, look who's
you.
talking.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is like if I'm with somebody, they're gonna feel like a priority. They're gonna feel loved. You know, like I don't want them to ever have to question or worry to go out and seek what I should be giving them by default. They will have
Word.
my full devout attention. So like if it's about you, it's about you. You know, some people have taken that for granted. Robert knows what I went through recently, but you know, if you're with me and you have all of me, you know, there's nobody else. So you get loyalty.
All of you
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Mr.
love.
Shintakuma, Mr. John Legend looking ass, but it's all good.
Oh my
But
god.
that's what I bring to the table. Well, one, three of many things.
Okay.
All right
Thank you,
now.
Alex. Biff, what are the top 3 things that you bring to the table?
Number one, I bring you spirituality and healing. I am a healer. I like to fix motherfuckers. I like to see people prosper. I am
That's what's up.
motivational. I get you on your feet. I don't like sad shit. I don't like seeing people sad. I love seeing everybody excel, be at their best.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get you there. Or I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm gonna try my damnedest. I can't work miracles, but you never say I didn't try or couldn't try or never gave it my all. Let's see. Number two.
Didn't you
I
just
don't
say
really-
2
I
of them?
believe
You
I'm
said you're a
successful.
healer and you're a fixer. That's 2.
Well, that
Well,
could
no,
kinda
I guess
fall
that's
in
the same thing. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
What? He don't know what he talking about. No, let me stop.
You a Mitch.
Let me see. What else do I bring to the table? Intelligence.
Okay.
I will talk you through things. We will talk together. I love to learn. I'm a learner. I'm also a teacher. I'm big on exchanging thoughts and how things work and patterns and learning people. And once you learn somebody, that you really get to know the best or the worst of somebody. But I
Mhm.
feel like that's one of my greatest attributes. Besides my ex, it has given me the intuition and the chance to avoid people or connect with people and better myself around them and better my partners. And number three, this bomb ass pussy. No, I'm just playing.
What?
I knew it was coming.
Don't cut it off.
Listen to Alex. Look at Alex. Alex.
I'm trying to hear the rest of what she was trying to say. Continue.
Nah, I bring let's see. I bring a lot of love, man. It's one of my favorite things to give is love. It don't matter whether you're a friend, a boyfriend, soon to be husband, child, family member. My favorite thing is to give love because a lot of people lack love.
This is indeed
And
true.
I give pure, genuine love. That's my favorite thing to do is to give love. And you really see an exceptional, a magical, a wonderful side of people if you just show them a little bit of love. And I think that's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things to do is to give love. Because I love love. So.
Oh, you know what, Biff?
Can we do honorable mentions? Like,
Shut the hell up, Alex. See, that's the long-windedness. We say we're gonna do 3 things, and you want to make it 10.
I only said I wanted to add one more thing.
No. Hey, Biff, Biff. Stand still. You're disappearing and popping in and out. All right, so those are the values that they bring to the table. I encourage you all. You know what I mean? If you're single, if you're dating, besides your magic stick or your poom poom, what do you bring to the table? You know what I mean? Y'all got to get off this physical stuff because a girl can find good penis anywhere, just like a guy can find good poom poom anywhere. If you look long enough, you'll find it. You ain't the only one that got that wang dang doodle, and you ain't the only one that got that what. and and ladies, you ain't the only one that got that wet. So, moving on. So I'm not gonna fact check, but a friend of mine I went to college with, she posted on Facebook, and I was being newsy, and I stole this topic. She was like, she went out with a guy like on a Friday.
What?
Or something, and then like by Sunday he was calling her baby, and she posted about it because she was like, it's insincere. Well, she didn't say that, but she was just kind of like, whoa, that's too soon. That I'm paraphrasing. Those weren't her exact words, but basically it was like, whoa, how you gonna be calling me baby? Like, I just met you type deal. So people were commenting, and I commented, and I was like, this would be a good topic for the show. So we gonna start with Alex Wexus this time. Biff, what are you doing?
Just put me first.
I'm feeding that puppy pretzel. Can you mind your business?
You are my business right now. Keep my business afloat.
Okay.
Alex Wexus. So when do you? How
that
soon?
That is not my name.
How? That's not your accent either. How soon is too soon to be given or calling someone by a nickname? What's the word for that? There's a word for that, Biff.
Pet name.
There you go, like pet name or whatever. Like, how soon is too soon? In your opinion, this is just your opinion, because I mean, there's no rules.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't see a set time for it. I think when it feels right. However, like, some people have chemistry, they may connect, and they may just be into each other equally, and then they, something will just come out. I know that
something that just come out like gas.
What? Say again?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said.
Good. Go ahead.
My thing is, like, ordinarily, if you like had to give it like a unwritten law, like, like 60 days.
Whoa. Okay.
Like 2 months or whatever.
Ain't no nickname, bitch.
No. I'm saying if I'm just saying, like, if you are in a place where you're comfortable with them, and like 2 weeks is a little too soon. You know what I mean? I would say at least a month.
Okay.
30 days to like 2 months. I mean, and the pet names, it's fun. It's like a term of endearment where it shows that if you develop that, then you're going somewhere, and you don't want to rush it, but you don't want to kind of wait too much either. So it's when it feels right. But for me, like a month, a minimum, 2 months, average.
That's what Alex say. Unless he get that pussy kind of quick, then he be calling him that the next day.
Of course.
Right.
He talking about, of course, the next day.
Who said that?
I said that, and then you said, of course.
No, I was just playing.
No,
but you know what? It's funny. Let's say you have a pet name, and then after the cookie is good, the pet name will change. It'll like get graduated
My queen,
to the next
Umbatu.
I'm not even African, you jerk. I am from the Caribbean islands. Oh
my god.
You heard.
Shut up. All right. I'm gonna go next because Biff, you need to think about this before you give your whack answer.
How do you know it's gonna be whack?
Because it's Biff.
You wiggity whack.
She visited my trailer in Orangeburg. She know. All right.
Hold on. What the heck?
Shut up. We go way back like Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
You know what? It depends on, like, I feel like it depends on the context in which you use it. Like, the person I'm talking to now, I mean, she just uses...
That's babe.
I don't remember when I started calling her baby. I really don't. I guess it was kind of like Alex said. It was a feeling. It's like you got to feel it out. You know what I mean? I think after about a month, or depending on how much talking you doing and learning you doing, it really depends on how much communication you doing. Now, I do agree with Shorty that posted on Facebook, bruh, 2 days? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe if you got some, you know what I'm saying? But 2 days, nah. But like Shorty now, I call her baby.
In reference to that, I had a quick question. I don't mean to interrupt. But
I think you do mean to interrupt.
Did she know him beforehand? Like, were they friends? Like,
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't go into detail.
Yeah, because I think that with that we would need to know all points of view.
Nah, it don't matter. It don't matter. If I'm just gonna use Biff for an example. Like, me and Biff have never been romantical with each other. So
Romantical. Is that even a word?
it is
That's
today.
a word we made up.
So if I started,
From my experience,
for,
vocabulary,
for my inexperienced vocabulary, if I started dating, if I tried to date Biff tomorrow, I'm still not gonna call Biff baby 2 days from now. And I know, God, Biff, when I meet you, 2008, 9,
8.
right? You know what I'm saying? We almost 10 years deep, but I still wouldn't do that because that's a feeling. Like, to me, I feel like when you call me that, you on another level than the rest of these people out here. You know what I'm saying? But back to the answer before I was rudely interrupted. I think it's about how much communication and how much of a vibe you have together. Like, and some people it depends on the context. Like, the shorty I'm talking to now, she uses the word sweetie. Like, I mean, I think like probably like after not even a full month, she was like, okay, sweetie, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But that's just, I know that I recognize that as, that's just a word she uses. It wasn't that I was super duper special yet, but it was a word that she used. So I wasn't like, oh, she called me sweetie. Oh. Now, she did start calling me babe after a while. So I noticed. She uses sweetie most of the time, but a lot of the time she uses babe too. So babe came later. So I was like, okay, that's the, you know what I mean? That was the next step. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, it's not something I don't think you should throw out like after a week or 2 weeks. I mean, get to know the person because people take it differently. You know what I'm saying? People take that and they take it to heart because it's like, it's like your way of saying you care without coming out and saying, oh, I care. It's like, I'm going to give you this name because it's a representation of how I feel about you. So I don't think it should be taken lightly, and I don't think it should be something that you just throw out there mad quick either. So I would just say pace yourself, you know what I mean? Or be a punk-ass nigga like me and wait for them to call you one first.
Yeah, but you know, some people might get mad, and you know.
I hate that shit.
What?
No, I think it really depends on the person because I use pet names with everybody. Everybody is honey, sweetie, sugarfoot, sweetheart.
But in the context,
I use pet names all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
like,
in the,
hey babe, like what's going on? Like, I don't think I've said it. Well, I think about it. No, I think it really, like you said, it depends on the person in the. How long you've been talking or communicating. Like some things you can feel with somebody instantly and you're instantly comfortable. And there's some things with somebody like, I'm not sure where it's going to go. Let me hold off on it. I will say I would give you, I don't care. I kind of care things, but not really. The big thing that I'm really big on is the I love you part. I would definitely wait that out. I'll be very patient with that. But as far as like pet names and stuff, I kind of get it. Like you want to wait. You don't want to give somebody like, hey baby, hey boo. And you kind of not on that level. But at the same time, it's not really that serious to me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were actually saying something that I had kind of put out there. If you got that chemistry or the comfort with them, it shouldn't even matter, you know. But it comes naturally. Mm-hmm. Like if I pick up the phone, I'm like, hey babe, boom, there you go.
But you gotta, it's an individual thing. Everyone takes it differently. Like, cause when on our very first date, she called me babe, but I don't think she meant to. I don't know. I didn't really take it to heart though. I was like finishing some ice cream, and she was like, "You finished with that, babe?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I gave it to her, and she threw it in the trash. So I wasn't like, oh my god, she's calling me babe. No, it was just like
you was like that on the inside. You was melting.
I wasn't. I didn't think about it to the next. I really didn't think about it to the next day. I was like, she called me babe, but
it
wasn't that serious. No, I wasn't. I wasn't because I'm like, I could tell in the sense that she used it as just a word to her. It wasn't like, nigga, you're babe. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, just a word like she uses. Just kind of like how Biff said. Some people are like that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
see me when I tend to do that though. I use stupid stuff like, "Hey, sugar plum, how are you?" Like I'm stupid like that.
Yeah, you would say that. You would. Yeah, you would say that.
Shut up.
Yeah, you sound like a sugar plum calling mofo.
I know, right? Hey, Snickerdoodle, I missed you.
Both of y'all. can
Sugar plum.
What Christmas tree you doing?
Sugarfoot.
Yo.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's me.
No, I'm just playing with you though.
No, it's all good. Yeah, so I guess we all agree it depends on the vibe.
Oh, I have a
Go ahead.
good question. I have a great. When you officially become one with somebody, get in a relationship, how soon or not soon do you let the public know?
All right.
You know what? I can answer this.
You're not going first. It's my turn to go first.
Well,
Number one, when it comes to me dating, I could care less if the public knows. I'm more of a, I might like, I don't know. It's weird now. Like before, like my last girlfriend was like, let's take pictures, let's post, let's blah, 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 cutesy on Facebook. Whereas I didn't really care for that. I wasn't against it, but I wasn't like breaking my neck to take pictures with her either. Even though I wasn't talking to anybody else, I just feel like that shit corny, basically. Because I feel like the more people you let into it, the more influence, the more outside influence you're gonna have, and 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna turn out well for the both of you. Which is something we experienced. There's a lot of outside influence in my last relationship, and it didn't end well. So, and like it's funny. Like, I won't even mention the name of the person I'm talking to now, because like she even told me from the beginning, like she's not a put it all out there, blah blah blah, and neither am I. Like no one. There's maybe 3 outside of my family members, and not even all them. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4 family members know, and then like 2 or 3 of my closest friends know who I talk to, but that's it. Like nobody else knows. If they even know I'm talking to you. Hell, if you ain't listening to this podcast, you don't even know if I talk to anybody at all. You think all I do is work. And like even when we went on our little vacation, we took like 2 pictures together. I'm kind of mad though. I wish we would have took more pictures together for me. At least just one good one. But we were so busy being focused on each other in the conversation, we wasn't like taking selfies every 5 minutes. We're just not those type of people. And I think too many people are so focused on, oh, let's take a picture, let me post it, blah, blah, blah. I want people to know. Why do you want everyone to know? Like, you shouldn't, if you want everyone to know, it's either one or 2 things. 1, you're seeking the wrong type of attention, or 2, you're insecure and you want other people to know just in case he talking to somebody else or she talking to somebody else. And it's like, bro, it don't need to be all that. Like, if you genuinely care about somebody, you take the time to listen to them and you learn their actions and you understand them, you'll know if you're the only one. You'll know if you're the only one. So, I mean, I guess to me, it's not a time frame thing. It just needs to be mutual respect. Like, hey, you know, I want to change my relationship status or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. I think it's a conversation to be had if you want to do that. Me, I don't care either way. The people who need to know will know. Other than that, you know what I mean? If someone approaches me, I'm in a relationship. Because it's not like when I'm on Facebook and I open my Facebook, I have messages, a bunch of chicks hollering at me. I don't. I know y'all are surprised, but I don't get that. So, yeah, y'all aren't surprised at all. Neither am I. I don't get that. So, yeah, for me, it's not a big deal. Go ahead, Alex, because you was ready.
I forgot.
Good. No one wants to hear you talk anyway, to be honest.
You know what? I'm gonna beat your.
I think I'm in between because I'm a female, so I feel like I know how bitches is. Just put it plain and simple. I know how bitches is. It's even some bitches that don't care if you got a boyfriend or not. It's just like it's some men that don't care if you got a boyfriend or not. I'm not saying we got to be like on those hide it from the world type shit, but we could be on some Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, I feel like you should let it be known that you are taking. You ain't necessarily got to say about who. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, walk around and flaunt it and, you know.
You know, I'll say.
Like
yeah, go ahead.
Because I've seen instances where it's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, women or men are like, I didn't know. I had no clue. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, came to you or stepped to you like that if I had any idea.
And you know what the other thing is too? Like, it's. I think people change their feelings about that based off of their past experience. Like, my first ex from college, we had, this was when like Facebook was like popping, before Instagram, before Twitter was really Twitter was kind of hitting. Nah, it was before Twitter was hitting. We had mad pictures together, B. We probably had, I'd probably say upwards of 50 to 100 pictures together. And the Facebook cleanup was real. Like, I deleted all them joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me like a couple days to delete it and go through all that crap. And she got pissed. She's like, what if I wanted to keep some of those pictures? So, whatever. I was like, they gone now. Cause like you don't want cause you know you're gonna Facebook stalk, or you're gonna social media stalk the person you're talking to, and you don't want that stuff popping up. That cleanup is real, yo. That cleanup lets you know that I was out here tripping. Like, I don't even smile like that. Like, you can see all my teeth when I'm smiling. What the hell? So some people when they go through that cleanup, and then that's the other thing too. When it goes bad, everybody, when that Facebook. When that we Facebook profile picture changed to just what happened? Or Facebook notify everybody Robert changed his status to single. Like, it ain't
relationship like, status has ended.
Yeah, it's like what? It's like, my G, can I heal? No.
Right.
No. You're gonna heal with everyone watching and listening.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you're too out there, like everything you said is very true. Very, very, very true. Like, you're living it out there, and then when it ends, everybody gonna have questions and all that. Well, shout out to my boys on First Class Emerson making mass art. He had posted a meme that had me crying. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're putting your relationship out there and all that," and then all of a sudden they want to quietly break up. Like, no, we want to know. It's like you're living out there for, like, in reality TV and stuff, and then now it's a maturity level thing. Some people can be comfortable and put whatever out there and not worry about what other people think. You have to be secure in yourself, your partner, and the relationship, because if you put it out there, you're just exposing yourself for people to not be happy.
Damn paparazzi or nothing, but hey.
Yeah, because I know one thing that I've learned from experience is, a former partner of mine wanted everything out there, and I was ordinarily a private person, but it was like 0 to 100, and then I was just like, I had that in the back of my head. What if something goes wrong, and it's gonna be like, oh, I gotta explain this and that. People are gonna keep questioning.
And that's the thing. You don't have to explain yourself, but you feel like you do. You feel like you do when you put it all out there.
No, because when you separate from that person and you're trying to heal, and people are like, oh, well, what happened? I was going through that with my military people. Like, hey, Amara, what's going on? But I got tired. Like, and then that's where the ugly truth came out, and I was like, hey, this is what this person did. I was like, it is what it is. Like, sometimes it's for your sanity, your peace of mind, because if it's out there, you become some kind of like social media celebrity. Reality it's like show. People gonna be all up in your stuff, and then when you're tired of it but they want more or they want to know more, it's gonna become an issue. So like it just all boils down to a maturity level thing in moderation, like everything else, from alcohol to whatever other substance people. Moderation.
I'm not saying it should be like a secret,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people overdo it. Like, I don't want nobody knowing nothing. And then you got some people who are overexposing. Like, a fine line.
You can find a fine balance. There's a balance between you two. It depends on the couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Indeed true.
Biff, you didn't have like a super long answer that you wanted to give? Ooh, that Freddy versus Jason, Jadakiss, and Fabulous mixtape. When that come out? Is it out yet? Hold on.
I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of stuck in a conundrum with that, just because I'm I'm a very prideful person, so I'm prideful of who I date or talk to, my significant other, but at the same time, like you said, I don't want everybody in my business. So it's kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
mean,
stuck in the middle. Like, okay,
yeah, you could be like, hey, I'm happy, I'm doing my thing. It's just like,
yeah. I mean, it's not like it's not like a big deal. At the same time, like you don't know. So if anything ever pop off, I don't want nobody to be like, I didn't know, because I've seen that plenty of times.
mm, true
Yeah.
that, true that.
Oh,
You don't
I
want to be on More of the
know.
Roses on KTU. Well, that's up here in New York. They have this thing where people put their business out there and people get caught cheating and all this stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. If you have iHeartRadio, make sure you check them out. It's really funny. It's good stuff.
Well, let me tell all of you that are listening. Moral of the
No, but
story: have the conversation up front. You know what I'm saying? Like, have the
yeah,
conversation with somebody up front. And that's what y'all got to do. Like, you have to have, and this is why it's important that we have this conversation. Like, some people, y'all need to come back to reality when it comes to yourself, really. And I just been reading this book called "Teach Me How to Love" by my frat brother Troy, and it really it reminded me of a lot of things. He's gonna be on the show, by the way. It reminded me of a lot of things that I need to remember about myself and about dating too. So it's like God, I had it. Dang, I lost my train of thought. Oh, his website, exclusive with an X, exclusivethoughts.com. Go there to get that book, Teach Me How to Love. It's a really, 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 really good book. It's a really good book. If you've ever had questions about love or dating or relationships or just want to find out more about yourself, you need to get that book. It's on Amazon too. Teach Me How to Love. It's about the conversation. Like, I'm an upfront person. Like, I'm probably too upfront, but I like to let a shorty know like what's on my mind, the type of dude I am upfront. Like, what's cool, what's kind of not. Like, you kind of work your way through it. You got to work your way through it. But I think it's a good thing to do because you can avoid a lot of stuff. Like, oh, why you putting that on Facebook? Like, had you okay? Well, dude, if you would have had the conversation with her, she would have
I
known
didn't
that
know
wasn't
you was
cool.
that way.
Right.
Yeah.
But then be prepared to have the conversation as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, I'll take it down, but why don't you want it up there? What are you worried about? No, I'm just saying, I don't want people in my business.
Man,
like,
I had that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let people know. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Shorty had that conversation. I mean, I'm not going to put her business out there, you know what I'm saying? But she has a really good reason, as do I, too. Like, well, me, it's not even really a reason. I was just never into it. Like, I don't like the fake love. Like, and no offense to anybody if they did this, but, like, my last girlfriend, when we got together, mad people that were friends with her sent me a ton of friend requests. A ton. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we went to the same school. You never talked to me in school. You never talked to me after school. But now that I'm dating her, you want to be all up in it.
Other 2000.
So, like an idiot, to kind of, I guess, help the relationship too, because I'm not a cheater at all, I went ahead and I just accepted them. So I'm like, if y'all want to get in, just get in. You know what I mean? So I didn't care. Then we broke up. Mad, wild people started disappearing. I'm they're like, app's over. They start walking out the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you rat bastards. But yeah. Sorry, I'm pouring up a drink. Ooh. That's the thing. Like, you got to look at it for what it is. Like, why are you here? Like, that's the question. Why are you here? Why are y'all logging in, sending me friend requests? Why are you on my timeline? Why are you liking my pictures? And it's funny, too. It's funny to watch how your Facebook would change. Like, when I was with her and we would put up a picture, 250 likes. Sell my first house as a real estate agent when I'm single, 5 likes. What?
I was one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Let me tell you, I went on a Facebook, Instagram diet. I was shredding people left and right. Like, people going reporting stuff to people who are no longer in my life, that kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah. I said, you know what? My thing is, like, in terms of, like, certain family members, once you have that swell of people following you and friend requesting you. You know, I even was confronted once where, you know, my ex fiance's dad sent me a friend's request, and I didn't initially accept it because I didn't want anything like, you know,
You didn't
because
want that
I want to
smoke.
be, yeah, I want to be free to post or do whatever. Like
Man.
literally,
Yeah,
I was like
yo.
in social media jail because like, oh, why did you post this? Why did you
Right.
post that? Blah blah. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be comfortable on my social media or what I do. And to be honest with you, I hated social media before. Now I kind of use it as a vessel for, you know, entrepreneurship that Robert and I have embarked on the last couple of years. And
What?
you know, I'm shut up. You know what I'm talking about. So it's like, you know, when it comes to that, it just it brings a set of drama that you don't want. It's just like, okay, yeah, if you're gonna keep, you know, like your significant others people on your Facebook or whatnot, set them to acquaintances so that they're not all up in your stuff, and you can filter what they see. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I use it at the time I was using it as a means to contact, you know, potential father-in-law or whatever, blah blah blah. You know, some different projects. But once that is gone, they're gone. You know what I mean? You don't want that lingering around. And you got people, like I said, when you're out there on social media, not everybody's happy for you. There's a lot of haters. There's a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
that want to see like. I'm pretty sure I had some people that's like, yeah, I can't wait till this mofo
Pause
mess
right
up.
there. Pause right there.
Huh?
Pause right there. I'm gonna interrupt you like you interrupted me.
Oh, I'm done. You
Oh,
ain't interrupting
well
nothing.
then shut the hell up. All right, listen,
You know, I'll
everybody.
get it.
Alex just gave y'all one of the most premium tips you will ever have in a
Gems.
relationship. Everyone
Mhm.
is not happy for the two of you. And you have to remember this. Always, always, always. Number one, if, 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 if you are going to go to someone outside of your relationship, go to, and what I mean by that is someone that you need to talk to or get advice from, go to someone who is qualified. If you're married, you should be talking to another married man. If you're, or a woman, you should be talking to another married woman. Not your homeboy that has a girlfriend, not your single homeboy. You need to talk to someone who is in your situation. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You need to talk to
Some people
someone.
can't give married people advice.
I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to go that far. But
No, for real,
shut
bro.
up and let me fit.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not going to say that because I feel like as a single person, I've helped people who've been married. But I wouldn't say that I'm the best source because I'm not married. But I'm different. I'll say, look, dog, you know I ain't never been married before. But I give them general advice, though. I say, dog, sounds like you need to talk to your wife. You know, that's
Oh,
my
yeah, that
number
kinda-
one.
okay, I
My
got it.
number one go to is always revert you back to the source. Like, have you had? Because the first thing I say to people when they have problems, I'm like, well, have you talked to your significant other about it? That's the first thing I always say. But back to what I was saying, everyone's not happy for you. Everyone, and it's not necessarily that they do it on purpose, but some people look at your situation and they reflect on something that they might have went through, and they're afraid that your situation will become the same thing that they ended up going through. And they'll give you advice based off of, well, if you do this might happen. They give you a bunch of worst case scenarios. You know what I'm saying?
You know, besides that, I think also at the same time, you got to watch out for those snakes in the grass because it's a lot of people out there. Like, I guess the big thing now, especially I see on social media, is everybody wants love. Everybody wants a relationship. Everybody wants a fairy tale story. So if they see you have that fairy tale story, they think they can get that fairy tale story with that said person. And that happened a lot. That happened a lot with my ex. Like, we was in the worst relationship ever, but from the outside looking in, you thought it was just like grand. I was, princess, and he was just like, king, treat me all right, and like it was a lot of girls that like really tried to get at him while we were together. And the minute we broke up, they was no longer interested.
You know, that's a topic for another day. Like, I know we could have like a field day with that one.
But
you just be careful of everybody. Like Biff said, be careful of everybody who you particularly let in on what situation. Like Biff, I can go to Biff about anything.
Right.
I can sit down with Biff. It can be from A to Z, whether it's work, relationships, anything. And I know Biff is not gonna judge me, and regardless of whether I want to hear it or not, he's gonna tell me.
Oh no,
what
I'm
to
gonna
do.
judge you. I'm just not gonna tell you I'm gonna judge you. But Biff, you made a good point too. And y'all, here's what you're never gonna get. They'll have this jacked up situation, give you jacked up advice, then you go mess up your relationship, and then they go shut up. Advice.
Yep.
They'll give you this jacked up information. You go jack up your relationship, but relationship end up being fixed. Oh yeah, girl, we worked that out. What you just told me, yeah, I know what I told you, but they didn't. They don't tell you that though. So, and also you have to remember, only you and your girl or you and your man know your relationship. You're there every day. You know the BS that you do. You know the BS that the other person does. Typically, when we talk to our friends, we don't always divulge the BS that we do too, unless you're very open and honest and reflective.
And that's another thing. Also, when you tell somebody, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna tell that person your side. So you also got.
I was going through that.
Times where
Shut up, Alex. Shut up.
Like you, family members or friends don't like you because the only thing she's told you is just the bullshit.
I put a meme up on my Instagram.
Yo, wait, hold on. Listen, y'all want to know when my feelings got hurt in my last relationship? Her friends, some of her best friends came over, and they were having like this reunion weekend. They came over. We were living together, and I met them. We're hanging out, and like after a few hours, one of them just stopped and said, "Robert, you're nothing like I thought you were gonna be like." And I'm like, the fuck does that mean? So like, and I'm like, you know what? I was like, and in my mind, I realized, I was like, the only way she would have an impression from me is from my girl. So I was like, that's not good. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? I never said anything to her, but I kind of gave her a look and she laughed. But I was like, that's messed up.
Bitch, that ain't funny.
What?
See, that's why you just got to be very careful about who you let in. You know your relationship best. It's good to seek advice, but at the end of the day, you got to look out for you. You and your significant other. Y'all are dealing with each other. The other person isn't dealing with the people.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So, it's up to you. You know, your relationship is your relationship. What you let in, you know, what y'all choose to let in, what you choose to deal with. That's all on you too. Well, y'all hush.
Yep. Yeah, I was dealing with that because I had some people thinking I'm some sort of monster, but you know, in confidence, I told a couple people what really went down, and they're like, "Oh shoot," you know, and
but that's how I was. Like when I broke up with my ex, I was just this unloving, manipulative monster, and I'm like, once I really told the story, what actually happened, what went down, it was like, oh my god, you went through all that. I can't believe that. Yeah. You got the good stuff, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know it was like that. All I heard was such and such, such and such. I bet you did.
Yeah.
And that's why people got to mind their damn business. Like it's not for them to be judging and saying, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Your relationship is your relationship. You know, and that's where, you know, need to know basis from social media and just people in social circles.
Yeah.
And I mean, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. We gonna get up out of here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing, Biff. Thank you for sharing, Alex. Biff, safe travels. Call me if you need me.
Call me.
Y'all have any final thoughts or final words?
Be black, be proud. Stand strong, stand up for what's right, and do you.
Wicks.
Being happy is a choice. Choose to be happy. That's all I got.
Also, again, shout out to my sorors. It's November. You know, we ain't with that January Foundation stuff. You know all that.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You know.
All right, y'all. I hope you've learned something.
I love my sorors.
I hope you've learned something. Yeah. I hope you learned something tonight.
Oh, you guys, you need to go ahead and start your layaway and stuff now. Christmas is right around the corner. My parents,
I know, I gotta buy my baby Christmas present. I got some of it. I gotta get the rest.
Now. Do not wait to the last minute. As a woman that used to work retail, I hate when y'all come in there 2 days before and expect miracles. It's not gonna happen. Walmart got that 60-day layaways, less than 60 days. Go get your shit now. Do payments if you got to. Don't try to buy everything at one time. Don't try to buy everything on, what is it, Black Friday.
Go to you listen to Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Go to Zebit.com. Zebit.com. Wait, hold on. I'm giving them a plug and they're not even. Hold on. They're going to sponsor me.
Sponsoring.
All right. Nah, but again,
I gotta go. I gotta feed my kid. I love you all.
What?
It was fun tonight.
All right, get off so I can give my little outro. My tattoo is swelling up. Hold on, yo. That old radioactive ink. Alex, you still there? Oh,
I'm still here, brother.
All right. What?
Nice. I'm getting off.
Don't ever say it like that again. You.
This is a full ass Mitch.
Shut up, Biff. Biff. Oh, I got a story to tell you, Biff. I got a story to tell you. You're gonna laugh. Anyway, if y'all want to be guests, make sure you email us from myexperiencepodcast@gmail.com, or you can shoot us a message in the Facebook group from My Experience Podcast. We are on YouTube. We are on SoundCloud. Hit us up, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Until next time, holla, holla.